The journey of the Innovative Medicines Initiative has really been exciting and amazing. You know, in just a few years, it's quite impressive to see the number of breakthroughs that we achieve in addressing several major public health needs. And just to give you a few examples, in the area of infectious disease, when we are facing worldwide this major problem of resistance to existing antibiotics, we were able to launch several projects addressing this issue from several angles. First, we launched some projects aiming at really discovering a new generation of antibiotics. You have to know that for 3 decades, only 2 new antibiotic classes were developed, and through this new project, through this building of a discovery center of excellence for antibiotics, we really hope to change the situation with the collaboration between the large pharmaceutical companies and several medium-sized enterprises. So we have also addressed other extremely difficult challenges, for example, in the field of brain disorders. And just to give you 2 examples, in the field of schizophrenia, which is a terrible mental disorder, by bringing together data from several different clinical trials conducted by several different companies. You know, those companies are competing on the market. But for this endeavor, they really joined forces. And by doing so, they were able to demonstrate that it's possible to conduct trials with fewer patients, with shorter duration of observation, to demonstrate the efficacy of new drugs. Autism is a disease which has a profound effect in our society. You have to know that 1 out of 100 newborns will suffer from autism. This represents a terrible burden for our societies, for our families. And what our consortium is doing is indeed developing a new understanding of the pathogenesis of the disorders, which is really opening new perspective for the development of new treatments.
So IMI2 is, you could say, next generation IMI. So from IMI we learned to work together as an industry. We learned that having IMI around meant that we had the platform that allowed us to bring in our stakeholders in a neutral, you could say, room. And what we have done with IMI2 is to even extend the scope we have seen with IMI. So now we see the scope as going from idea for new treatments to act all the way to real-life medical practice out where you meet the patient. And the scope we have put on for IMI2 is really the right prevention and treatment for the right patient at the right time. But what we see today is that around the globe, a lot of countries actually envy us this IMI program and is trying to copy it. And the latest example is in Japan, where they're kicking off a very similar program as we speak, because they have seen what IMI has produced, they have seen what IMI has brought to the table, and they're very impressed. So I think we have found a good formula here on how to progress faster towards the future.